Good grief. Are you still clicking into these cards and clicking on members and then choosing the members? Are you still clicking on labels and choosing labels, or clicking on due dates and choosing due dates, or even going into a card to assign yourself? It's such a waste of time. Please learn how to use the shortcuts. So you're each going to have a shortcuts sheet to work off of and to understand. In fact, I'll probably put that in the resources under projects and resources on the template boards. So that said, let's go ahead and learn a couple of these shortcuts. I'm just going to show you how much faster it is. So if I want to filter by, let's just say I want to filter just my cards, I could go over here to the side menu, could go to filter cards, and I could scroll down and click on myself. Okay, now I'm filtering to just my cards. What a waste of time if I could just press the letter Q. Q filters my cards and then filters everyone else's cards. Now if I can press space and take myself off of a card, so much faster than going into the card, clicking on members, clicking my name. So now I'm on the card again, or added to the card, removed from the card, or I could just press space. So much easier. So now take a look what happens when I filter by just my cards with the letter Q. Great. Okay, now I want to remove this red color and turn it into green, because I've now moved my green to done. And so I move my green to done. I need to change that one by pressing the number 1 to get rid of green, because it's already green. So pressing it again toggles it off, and pressing the number 0 to make it gray, because it's done. Okay, awesome. Now I want to make this one into my card that I'm currently doing. Well, I could click into here, I could click on labels, I could click off top importance, I could click on green. Takes a little extra energy, right? So what if I just, instead of that, it was red, I just pressed the number 4 to get rid of the red, and the number 1 to make it green. Easy. So I'm saying this a little bit sarcastically. You can tell there's a little bit of an edge here, because it drives me nuts when we don't use the simple tools that make our lives easier for actions that we're doing 20, 30, 40 times a day or more. And we're just not using the simple methods to do it. Over a year, that all just adds up to a bunch of wasted energy that you could have felt better about actually completing some great projects in. So, it also makes it slower when you're trying to have meetings and take quick notes on what's happening. So those are some shortcuts there. If I want to change the date, right? So I decided that this one's deprioritized. I just pressed the letter D, move it to the 19th. What's my alternative? Click into here, click there, click save, close this, right? So all of that, or click, 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 done, right? So it's a much faster way to go about things. How about archiving the card? So let's say I'm a project manager. I've finished this particular project. We've now reviewed it as a team, and I'm ready to archive it. So what I'll probably do is go ahead then and move, take this and put it into a Google Doc that keeps a track of just my running completed projects. So just take a screenshot of this. And then I can go through and archive them. So I can either archive the whole list, archive all cards in the list, right? So I don't want to archive the list. I want to archive all cards in the list. Or I can click on the card and scroll down and click archive, and then say, X out of here. Or I can just press the letter C. It's that easy. And then if I need to go find it again, I can just type in, let's see, that was Pugsy. And there we go. So I can click on here, scroll down, and send it to board. Pretty much just don't delete stuff. You don't really need to delete things. Occasionally you'll have a reason, but just assume that you're never going to delete things, and maybe occasionally you need to. But there's not really any reason. You're not going to run out of storage space here on Trello. We have a business account. It's not that expensive to have, and we don't have to worry about storage of cards. So that gives us a way to always go back and reference them. So that's how we go about this. And again, letter C there, and we are now back to what we were aiming for. So I hope that's helpful. There are a lot more shortcuts that you're going to need to learn. but those are the good ones to get started with, and we can always go from there. The other one is the letter A, by the way. If you want to assign someone to a card and it's not you, is just space. A gives you one extra step to assign yourself, but then you can also assign other team members. I can search for Tara and put her in here. I can search for Rip, and now these team members are going on this card. Again, because it says TS2, I know Todd's in charge of that card. I don't have to worry about it. So that is this video on shortcuts. Very, very, very excited to dig into all of this. Please take the time to learn the shortcuts. Take the time to learn Trello properly, because it's going to make things so much easier for you to give the team a summary of what's happening, for everyone to get excited about the progress, everyone to sync up on the issues that you're facing, and for you to not be stressed about, oh my gosh, I have all these projects. I know I'm leaving 500 behind that I need to do. I just have to work harder. Well, no, you have to take all of your tasks, sit there and look through them with your team members and decide, okay, well, you know what? Let's deprioritize this. Let's have John pick this one up. Let's have Jen pick that one up. And pretty soon now we're all humming, because everyone's getting their projects done ahead of time. And the ones that don't really matter anymore are getting pushed off. So this is a really great system if we use it properly, and it's only going to get better from here. Thanks so much for joining into all of these training videos. I'm sure there'll be some more that I add on later, but for now, adios.